Hey Chainlink team, this is David Vargas speaking, and I'm here to talk about our hackathon project, Wings. So Wings is a platform that allows consumers to book flights on their own terms. Basically what this means is we create flight contracts between consumers and their airlines, such that if you were to book a flight on Wings and specify some conditions of which you want the flight to undergo, and those conditions end up becoming true, then you can be automatically refunded your flight upon that condition becoming true. So the Hello World use case we strived for was related to coronavirus. So you can imagine a user coming onto Wings and they wanted to book a flight from Boston to New York. Once they're on the flight page, you could see the flight from Boston to New York, and they will specify the number of people currently hospitalized due to coronavirus, and then you can specify how many cases you are comfortable with. So let's say you are only comfortable with 1,000. One feature we wanted to implement in the future is that based on the conditions, it would change the price of the flight contract. After you specify the condition in which you are comfortable with, you would press submit. It'll say a new flight contract is being created, and MetaMask will show up with allowing you to confirm your purchase. So right now our app is on the COVID test network. The MetaMask notification comes up, you hit confirm, and the contract starts being created on the COVID Ethereum test network. There's a transaction confirmation. You have to specify the link token because we're changing state. And so that link token is funding the contract for future transactions. And boom, we have the new confirmation, the new transaction confirmed, and a new contract came up under here under my main number of contracts. And so now I have 4. And so that's the basic workflow for booking a flight. We wanted to implement a way for the contracts to automatically query the same API that brought us the initial case number, such that it will run on like a cron job initiator and then do the refund automatically. We couldn't quite get that working in time. We also couldn't get the check refund working in time. But basically, what would happen in the platform is that the Chainlink node will be, you have we had like a couple of jobs implemented or specified in the Chainlink node, which I'll go over right now. Put my email. So this is we have our own self-hosted Chainlink node running on AWS EC2. The job that's running is specified here. So right now we just have a run log job specifying how to initiate the set of tasks to update based on the coronavirus cases API. In the future, we'd like this to be a cron job so that it's checking once a day automatically, and then could refund the client if the number of cases exceeds the condition, and or submits or pays the airline directly once it gets past a week before the deadline. So you can specify the conditions up to a week before the actual flight, and if it is hit any time before the week before the flight, then you would be refunded. So in a way, our project is a more proactive version of flight insurance, and that is made possible through through the smart contracts on the Ethereum COVID network, and the API that we hit was api.covidtracking.com. So we use this API to query the data that we needed, and the Chainlink node runs on its own AWS EC2, querying this data and puts that data onto the blockchain. In the future, we would want to have multiple oracles, we would want to have multiple different API sources, and we also want to implement multiple conditions. So instead of just being constrained to the number of COVID cases, we would want to have multiple different conditions like outcomes of sporting events or weather, or maybe even deals from other airlines that allow you to specify different conditions of which you want to get refunded your flight, because there's a number of cases in real life in which we would want to get refunded. So that's it. That's our contract. We learned a ton from doing this hackathon. So thank you guys so much for all the help and support, and we had a blast.